going in. Me and she. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here without Brian.
I like your jacket.
Thanks. Like yours. Can I say hi to K2? Good
to see you
Good
guys.
to see you. How's it going?
Good.
You're looking great today. You ready for this premiere?
Oh, we're so ready. We've been waiting. It's a very popular jacket tonight.
I thought I would be different.
I thought I'd be different. I've been looking for the other K2s, but I haven't seen any yet.
Are you excited? Hello! Don't fall! Watch your step! Woo! So cool! Yes! How do you feel about me?
I'm so excited! I'm like shaking. It's like we're on a legit they're doing the legit red carpet. They pulled us aside.
Maybe you should have brought the heels. Whoa! Oh, that's cool with the costumes. Whatever. Yes. I'm your camera woman.
Are you having fun filming?
Yeah, I like filming. That's cool.
They have beverages.
Wow.
They have a croissant cosmo.
Ooh, vodka triple sec, cranberry and lime.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh, think about it. This is so cool. All the food.
Join the network.
What do they do there?
That's so cool. Oh, they put you on a thing that rotates. I was like, how is she spinning so smoothly? Megan jumping on the food.
I was like, not me wanting to go to the food.
So I was like, in it.
It looks good. I haven't eaten yet. I'm ready to eat. I'm always at the food table. A little Ronto wrap. These are so cute.
They are.
This is like my favorite thing at Disneyland. So I'm like, Ronto wrap. No, not me dropping it.
What did you get? A mini Ronto wrap? All right, we gotta show off the food. Wow, that's so cool. I'm freaking out. I've never been on a red carpet without Brian before. I don't know what I'm doing. You're my Brian.
Oh God, Brian here.
Okay,
This is Brian.
he's so cute.
I'll show you guys the scoop.
I need a red carpet picture too.
Yeah, we need to get a good You kind of see him, guys. He's right there. There he is.
I feel like I want to give you a hug. Oh, you made me cry season 1. Don't make me cry again, girl.
Should I grab a cookie? I think I should. Alright, I can put it on a plate. I also have fruit. And these little sparkly cake pops. Hi, Jen! She's feeling it. There you go. Go, Jen. Go, Jen. Go, Jen. Go, Jen. I'm like, how close? All right, Jason, your turn. Go, Jason. Go, Jason. Oh, right with the beat drops.
You know how I dance?
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's your kind of music, huh? Yeah, yeah. David's music. How wild this is, you guys. Well done. Sorry, I had to record because we were just talking about how cool this is to be with the fans.
It is. It's so awesome to be here. There's so such a variety of people here. Fans, those who are working in here, like cosplayers.
There's like cosplayers, there's influencers, there's droids, and there's the celebrities.
It's a good blend. Like,
And it's good energy.
yeah, it's good energy and good drinks.
Yeah. Mine's gone. They took my cup away.
Oh, where'd it go? How?
Because I drink it. Oh, I don't mess around. I drink fast. You got the Coruscant
I was
Cosmopolitan.
like wondering. I was like, she can't remember.
And Jen is chilly. Jen's chilly.
I need to go inside.
We're just, Jen, come with us. We're just taking it all in. The fans and the energy, the vibes. It's amazing. Yeah.
It's like it's following you around. I know.
What?
He's part of it.
No, I thought I was photo.
The show is about to begin. Andor season 2.
Just get the party started. Just get the party started. Come on. I'm just feeling it. This is why I brought Chic as my guest, because she brings energy. For those that are wondering, Brian's at home with Alice because he got to see Skeleton Crew. I had Alice for Skeleton Crew, so we swapped. Yeah, you were hanging out with me that night.
That was fun.
Basically, she's our new adopted daughter.
Hey, I got adopted. Finally, at 30-something years old.
You're our adopted daughter. Are you ready to go in?
Always, yeah.
Let's go.
Always.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
Take it back, to be honest.
I thought you meant like ready for like, everything. Yes. No, I'm not ready to watch this. This is Andor is my favorite,
So do you-
absolute favorite show. So like,
Do you think they're gonna show it, or is it just gonna be a preview?
oh, there might be some surprises from what I hear. So.
Yeah. So we don't know what we're gonna see yet. We don't know. We'll see. Have you been to the El Cap before? It's so pretty. Look up. Popcorn. They just hand them out.
Oh, we just grabbed it.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes at these events.
Oh.
Yeah. That's nice.
Free food is free.
Yeah. Thank you. Got my popcorn.
Popcorn. Do I grab
Soda. They're down there too. What do you think of the El Cap? It's so pretty. I like the jacket. No, she's just come back from Japan, you guys. The Japanese is strong at me. What is he playing? Okay. I don't know what to expect. He's so shiny.
Yeah, that was me.
That is so cool.
No, I did not.
Oh, is he playing Elton John? He is, yeah.
I know that's not what I meant.
Bro. He's playing the circle.
Just saying the shirt.
I'm dead. He's cute. I like the jacket. I want that jacket. My bet is we're watching at least the first episode. They wouldn't give you popcorn, right? They don't give you a popcorn for a Q&A or a 15-minute trailer. I think we're watching the show. What do you think?
Whole season.
At least one, maybe two. At least one.
I mean, I don't know what to expect, but it seems like a lot just for like Q&A.
Right? That's what I think too.
Nothing else anywhere else.
That's like Jen texted us. She's like, this is like a red carpet thing. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Leia's theme. Yay! playing the music. This is like all the shots. I'm still getting used to this camera. I'm still getting used to my programming.
The boomer shot. The boomer shot?
Wait. Why don't you call your grandma anymore?
How do I get on the Facebook?
I see a light. Wait, I see a lightsaber.
Should I brought mine?
Yes. There are not enough lights. Ah, lightsaber.
I thought no women.
Capitan Theater! Season 2 celebration. Please give a warm welcome to your host, Ash Crossing!
Hello, Star Wars fans! Celebration of Andor Season 2. I am so excited to be here. How are we feeling? And we will be having a sneak peek of the upcoming series today, so I'm going to give you a rundown of how things are going to work. We like a plan sometimes in the Rebellion. So first things first, we're going to kick things off with a look back at Season 1. It's been a little bit of time. Then followed by the opening sequence of Season 2, Episode 1. And then a special sneak peek of Season 2 and what's to come this season. And then there's more.
Oh.
Stay in your seats, because following that, we will be joined up here, I'll be back, with Tony Gilroy and the cast. Conversation right here on this very stage. So that's enough of me for now. I'll see you right after, but don't go anywhere.
Wow.
The cast and crew and
Yeah!
you know him as Saw Gerrera, the legend, Forrest Whitaker. She's writing on the show, but it's a light in real life. We have Denise Duff. More and more Mon Mothma herself. Another favorite, Vix herself, Audrey The show would be called what it is without him. He is Cassian Andor. Of course, there's a few chairs, a lot of chairs up here, but there's a lot of chairs among you of people who worked in the show. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge those people. If you don't know who worked on the show, please stand up and give me a round of applause. And the Queen, Kathleen Kennedy in the house. Tony and Diego, I want to start with you guys. Season 1 was both critically acclaimed and embraced by fans. They're here tonight. You guys look amazing, by the way. I see so many great looks. Fans. Yes. When did it really hit with you guys that it was resonating and really?
We had no idea. I mean, we made the whole first season COVID, under a blanket, in Pinewood. Nobody paid attention. There's no test screenings or focus groups because it's Star Wars. Everything's secret. We finished and we wow, we think it might be okay. And, we started dribbling it out. And, by week 3, it was Christmas every week for us. We were very fervent.
Yeah. Diego, what did that moment mean to you when you started to realize?
It was when we premiered Rogue One in Mexico. I was there with my 2 kids. It's fantastic. It was beautiful. But after 20 minutes, my daughter was asleep. She watched the first season. She watched it all and said, "I love it, Dad." And I was like, "Ah." for them and to connect with Star Wars the way I connected when I was their age, you know?
Yeah. How has your understanding of the character of Cassian changed, and what was it going into season 2? How you felt about him and his...
I mean, it was, I had to keep my emotions on the side, right? Because I know, like the audience, I know what happens in Rogue One. So every promise he makes, you know, it means one thing for him, and for me as an actor, it means another. You know, it's fully charged of emotion. But I needed to give Cassian this feeling of awakening. The life is starting for him. You know, he's finding out that he's useful, that there's something to fight for, that there's family, there's belonging, that he can build something, that he has to have those dreams in order for this second season to exist. Mm-hmm. But there I am as an actor knowing, oh shit. You know, and that's what makes the second season, I think, so exciting, because we know the ending, you know, which makes this whole project very special. Because we know the ending, therefore there's complete freedom to go backwards, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Tony, one of my favorite things about you is you're unafraid to introduce new locations, and there are many in this one. So now I want to talk to you about this a little bit. This season covers 4 years of stories across the planets. I have some figures here. Over 140 sets, 700 costumes, 152 creatures, and 30 droids. What was the highlight or challenge perhaps for you of bringing all of that to life?
Well, you should ask Zana, because I would turn in new stuff, and there's another 17 characters. We each 400 speaking parts in the two seasons. Man, if you're gonna go for it, and they're letting you go for it, you might as well go for it. You're winning the press. I mean, we knew. He and I knew this is a one-shot deal. You never get an opportunity to work on a canvas like this. Never get to work on material like this. Get to tell a 1,500-page story about revolution and ordinary people when history comes knocking on their door. And you know, if someone says you can build a Brooklyn Bridge, you really want to go for it. You know, so it was. We tested everybody's patience and pain threshold for sure, but you know, you only get one shot.
So can you expand on that? And what was your favorite highlight or challenge of how much was done here?
Starting on season 2, just as season 1 was coming out, and the kind of boost of confidence from the audience and the critics at the time really cheered us on to go on to the next journey of 12 episodes of something that kind of we knew had to be bigger and wider and more ambitious than what we've done before, which is kind of hard to imagine when you came out of season 1.
And in addition to that, I mean, despite the show being called Andor, there are so many characters that have incredible moments, and it's really not about just any one person, and we get to learn so much about Mon Mothma, who is
iconic.
Jenny, I mean, this season we get to see more and more about what's behind and beneath her composure. So what surprised you most about her arc, and how did it shift your understanding of her?
It's so exciting to be here to talk to you all. I'm a little bit nervous. We love
you. You're with friends.
I think what Tony and his writing team have done have given story space and character space to this woman in a way that we've just never had before. We know that she's important, we feel her weight, we feel her gravitas, but in this season in particular, I mean, they lay the ground beautifully in season 1, but in this season in particular, they really elevate her. You really see who this woman is, what she has to risk, how she does it, and what her heart and her impact in the rebellion is. And as me, for an actor, that was, you know, everything, but also for the character, for her to have this voice and this moment. I was really excited to be a part of that, and I can't wait for people to see it, because I think you're going to be really satisfied.
Galaxy is Vix, of course. She's been through quite a lot in season 1, so I'm sure this season will really dig into that aftermath. How does that shape? How does that shaping her role in the rebellion and her relationships going into this new season?
Hi everyone, I'm also pretty nervous too.
Oh, no, don't be nervous.
It's really exciting to be here. Yeah, I think the last time we see Biggs, she's in such a broken place. She's at the lowest she could possibly be, and I had so many questions to Tony about just who this woman was sort of going to be for season 2 and what she was going to transform into, or how she was going to rebuild herself. And I had questions of like, is she someone that sort of shoves things under the rug, right? Or is she someone that just sort of powers through things and says, I'm okay, and keeps going? And it was so much more complex than that, because it's a little bit of both. And Biggs goes through a lot this season, and she builds this beautiful relationship with Cassian, which I was really excited to kind of. Why are you looking at me? It was really beautiful.
Diego, do you agree?
Lord, let me finish. It was really beautiful to be able to explore these two characters. It was the one thing that everyone kind of asked after season 1, at least to me, was, what are they? Who are they? And I think this season you really get to see who they are and get to see little glimpses into their life. And it's beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite parts about the season, that in the middle of this rebellion, in the middle of all this chaos, there's a really beautiful love story between these two characters.
Absolutely.
Viva Guatemala!
One of the reasons that makes us so traumatized, Deborah is she's composed, she's driven, she's terrifying. What was most fun or maybe surprising to you about jumping back into that mindset, especially as the Empire just grows more and more ruthless?
God, the first season, there was a lot of fun to be had in the first season because, she was girl boss at the beginning and everybody got behind her, and then they witnessed what she did to Bix, and you realize, oh, she's a fascist, and so what her gender is. But I felt that it was quite fun to do that, to pull the rug and suddenly go, be careful, just because she's a woman in a man's world. We all sort of got behind her, but women are capable of some pretty dark stuff too, and I enjoyed playing that. But this season is tougher, it's darker, and I really got to understand playing somebody who can't see outside the system that they're in. She is an imperial through and through, and she doesn't get to feel things that other people get to feel, really. Her vulnerability is only behind closed doors, all very locked up, and in order to be truly vulnerable, you have to be seen, and poor Dedra just can't be seen. We find out a lot about, where she's come from, and although I understand it, I couldn't get behind a lot of it. So nice. But I did have, I had the greatest time doing that torture scene. I did. For an actor, it's like, it's such a show-off thing. I wanted everyone to give me a clap at the end of it.
Because I just sort of watched her. It was so hard. I told you the other day, it was so hard to stay present in a scene with her because you just you're just in awe of her. It was really.
I think that I'm like that with everyone. I was saying to Andrea that for me that is presence. When you're watching the actor opposite you, going, oh my God, like I do it with Kyle all the time. Like, wow, look at that weird thing he's doing with his mouth. So yeah, I think that is presence. It's like being the audience for the person. It's a gift. The whole show is a gift.
Okay. Brera is such a pivotal piece of the universe, and this show explores the many ideas of what a rebellion could be should be. Depends on who you ask. What has it been like for you digging even deeper into this character and coming back?
So, thanks, I think it's been really good. He represents that fighting force that's inside of us that will fight against the establishment, fight against. He's a rebel in that way, but he's a rebel that crosses lines because he's living about whatever means necessary. He'll do what he needs to do. You know, and we see him torture someone. Well, see, the thing was, first he was with the Rebel Alliance, and then he was too soft for him. Didn't address things. He wasn't able to accomplish what he wanted, which was the freedom of his people. So he started to cross the lines. And the lines that he crossed, they started to become more and more faded the further he got away from what he did before. Finally, he started to lose his idea what's right and what's wrong, because the only right to him is for everything to be put right. And until that happens, he's going to be fighting.
Tony, what has it been like for you digging deeper into Saul's story and particularly collaborating with Forrest?
Oh man, I mean, to know that you have this, I mean, it's like a chessboard. It's like, or it's like you're in a kitchen. You have this sitting there on the counter is this really great flavor, and you can't afford to use it all the time. It's expensive. Sitting up for it, but we're using it tonight.
That's hilarious.
We have I think we have the definitive Saw Gerrera scene in this show this time around. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just a gas. Imagine what it's like.
That's fun, you say. Hi, Kyle.
Hey.
Hey, Kyle.
He's one of the most tightly wound characters. I kind of love him. Yeah. What's going on under the surface for him this season, and what was it like tapping back into kind of his quiet chaos? He's a little chaotic.
Under the surface, very tightly clenched butt cheeks.
That's what I meant.
This season, I mean, he's in a really good spot. As we find out in season 2, he's got a promotion. He's it's important. Standards is very important. What we do. That's what I'm saying. And he gets to flex a little bit of power within his small little corporate world. And he is his other flex.
Oh.
Is the weirdest relationship you will see on your screens this year. But that is
very lightweight.
You could say, yeah, it's exactly like that. No, so he's opening himself up to the idea of intimacy, which ultimately starts to change him in ways that we haven't seen before. He has a mad journey of exploration in season 2. And the butt cheeks remain clenched.
Oh, she didn't open it up.
Great.
There's written into the script.
All you want is results. I don't care how they get there, and you just don't go in his trailer.
Oh my God. This is a really interesting slot gosh, awesome rollout going on here. It's 3 episodes per week for 4 weeks. Can you talk a little bit about what excites you most about that?
You know, we had a problem. We originally promised we would do 5 years. We had, you know, we really were like, it was like a poodle answering a math quiz. We had no idea. And so we woke up one day in Scotland literally having a scotch in Scotland in the back.
I had breakfast before.
Yeah, just to clarify.
Go straight for the scotch.
No, but I mean, there's no way we could possibly ever do 5 seasons. What are we gonna do? And you know, we, not by any genius, but we looked and said, oh my God, we have 4 blocks of 3 episodes, and we need 4 years to cover. Wow, what if we did 1 year every block and jumped a year?
That was his idea. Like he plays it as if it was just an easy thing to come with.
No, but it sort of was just sitting there. It really was like it was a problem, and there was the answer. And then when we started to sketch on it and figure it out, it was like, oh my God, what if we only came back and come back for 3 days each time? Could you do that? Could you have all this negative space? And it turns out that it's a really exciting thing to work on. And then it's not just exciting to work on, but it propels the story, and it lets the actors do all kinds of interesting things to fill in the negative space. It really was real energizing. It went from being a desperate fear to being something we were really, really excited about. And I don't know how many writers have had a chance to work in a format like that. We couldn't find a comp for it. I don't know if anybody's done it before, but man, it was really providential for us. It was a really big gift of the gods for that answer to come up for us. And so, yeah, it's been very exciting to work on it that way.
Absolutely. Did more info?
Yeah, but it was gonna be. It's 2.5 years to do 1 season, right?
Yeah.
It would have been more than a decade.
Yeah.
You know, firing blasters, like no one will buy it. You know, 55-year-old guy going it was 20 years ago. It's also a prequel of a prequel. It's just
Yeah.
And we had an amazing idea because, you know, at the end what this is, a homage to cinema, to the genesis of Star Wars, because it's 4 blocks that last the time of a film.
We think we made 8 movies in 5 years. That's really how we think of it.
Oh, man.
This is a story through all the tears, laughs, all of it. This is a story about hope. Diego, do you have a final message for fans as we head into this final chapter of the journey? No crutch.
No.
Yeah.
I'm good. I have 2 messages.
Yes.
One for fans and one for them. But you have to witness both. First of all, there's nothing like working for something that says Star Wars, you know? I don't think I'll ever go back to something close to this. People talked a lot about at the beginning of the weight and the pressure. I would say just one thing. I mean, when we tell stories, when we decide to give life to a character and meaning to the words that you see, you know, written and you put together something like this, you're hoping someone cares. And being in this show, having worked for your care, for your love for Star Wars, knowing you're there, waiting for us to deliver, it's the big difference, you know? There's nothing like this. Thank you for the love you have for what we do, because I'm fortunate, you know, and I think we're all fortunate of working and telling a story you care about, and I hope we deliver. I hope you're proud and happy with this 2nd season and with Andor in general, because we put our hearts and our passion behind it. But it's because of you, so thank you so much.
Thank you!
Sorry. The second one it's meant for them to be very uncomfortable. It's like Tony said to me, like, let's do let's tell a story that where we can see how revolutions erupt, you know, how revolutions happen, how this rebellion is possible, what needs to happen, what is the social climate, the political climate. And I have to say that this was a revolution for me in every possible way. And revolutions are about community, and this community we created, I'm gonna keep forever, you know. It's been 6 years of being exactly where I wanna be. And I want to thank you all for that.
Because you guys have been amazing, we're going to invite everyone down to take a little cast photo down here. So you can take out your phones and take one. And thank you so much for being here, guys. Thanks so much. We're going to come up here and take a photo for everybody. Andor Season 2 debuting globally on Disney Plus, April 22nd, 2025.
How are you feeling? Oh, I felt emotional. I love panels and like these Q&As. I'll see you soon. On the screen. So good. I'm so pumped for this. I want to go home and watch season 1 again.
Did they say 3 episodes a week?
They said 4. They said no, 3 episodes a week for 4 weeks. Really? That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, because I heard there's a lot of episodes more than they've been doing for the other shows.
I'm excited. But I'll have to pee. Me too. I have to pee.
I know, it's like I gotta pee, but I don't want to leave.
I know, same. I gotta go. Look at this chaos. What'd you think?
I was crying. She was crying.
You were crying.
We were all cheering.
Everybody excited.
Very excited.
I'm gonna rewatch.
I want to go home and rewatch it right now.
We were already trying to figure out when we can fit in the next 8 days, rewatching everything.
13 episodes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've started a rewatch. I'm on 3. This is K2. Out of K2.
You may not recognize me without a giant droid in front of me. I'm Darren, aka Dr. Sci-Fi. Love Andor. Really excited for season 2. And excited to meet K2 and see how he meets Cassian.
Yes, we are pumped for that. So excited for that. Do it, Carly.
Take the soda out.
Woo! One day I'll be able to do that. Sure. Why is it me getting scolded to go to the front door? Why was it me? Yes. Why was it me? That guy.
You're a rebel. And
I don't remember.
Because I'm excited.
That too.
What were your thoughts?
That was awesome. That TIE interceptor is. Wait, but is it a TIE interceptor?
It's a TIE Avenger. It's the first time we've seen this in live action. You've never seen this. It's insane.
It took me a second. I went, oh my god. Oh, I missed the jacket. Come back, bedazzled jacket. Come back. Oh, we go. This is the end. Look, they're already rolling up the carpet.
We already got
Goodbye, red carpet. It was nice to walk on you.